Ambassador.
Oh, witty, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, a message just came through for you from the Vice Consul in Al Rahad, marked most urgent.
Oh, well then, I suppose you'd better read it, dear boy.
12 armoured divisions heading south. Infantry build-up along border continues. Every indication, repeat, every indication that invasion is imminent. Repeat, imminent. Well, what should we do, sir?
Good question, Witty. Very good question. My feeling is that we should do the Mikado.
I'm sorry, sir.
I know a lot of the younger fellas in the Chancery think it's time for a Pirates of Penzance, but there isn't a part in that for me, you see.
I'm sorry, I don't...
Well, I don't want to see you spoil sport, but I do think there has to be a part in it for me. And the Mikado seems the most appropriate choice.
But surely, sir, there are more pressing calls upon our time.
Oh, the Gymkhana, you mean now? I think we can let the wives sort that one out. I've agreed to pin the winning rosette. Julia is just going to have to be satisfied with that.
No, sir, no, the invasion. I mean, unless you stop now, there's going to be the most appalling catastrophe. Surely we must at least issue an ultimatum.
Oh, very well, Witty. Dispatch this. Unless you withdraw soonest, your ticket allocation for our next Gilbert and Sullivan production will be severely reduced.
Ambassador, for heaven's sake!
Not strong enough, you think? Oh, all right, scratch that. Unless you withdraw soonest, Derek Nimmo's touring production of Separate Tables will not be cancelled.
Ambassador, he is about to invade! Within a matter of hours, we could be on the brink of a world war.
You haven't been in the Foreign Office long, have you, Witty?
3 years, sir.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. That means you missed our last production of HMS Pinafore.
Yes, I'm afraid so, sir.
Pity. I wore one of Julia's dresses.
Yes, I'd heard that, sir.
Little tight under the arms, but otherwise surprisingly comfortable.
Really, sir, but
There was a wonderful moment in the second act where I had to go downstage, as we say, and kiss the wife of the first secretary, but I tripped over an
Ambassador, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we are facing an extremely dangerous situation here. Surely it's our duty to inform London that invasion is imminent and request instructions.
I'll be honest with you, Witty.
Sir?
I don't like you.
Why not, sir?
Because you're a troublemaker, that's why, Witty. And because you think you know it all.
No, I don't, sir. With respect, we are paid astonishing amounts of money, given servants, wine cellars, automatic knighthoods, and fantastic privileges, just so that when moments like this arise, we will be able to avert war. That is our one function, and we owe it to the peoples of the world to start earning our money and actually do something.
A pretty speech, Witty.
Well, thank you, sir.
Pretty and extremely convincing.
Thank you very much, sir.
The Victoria Club at Rassan holds a public speaking competition every April. The first prize is only a silver cup, but I think I might enter you.
Sir, there is not going to be a Victoria Club in 24 hours' time.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's right slap bang next to the Sheik's Palace. In the event of war, it's going to be the first target, bound to be.
Well, hell's bells, man! This has got to be stopped! Who's the Foreign Secretary? How do we get in touch with him?
We send a signal from the cipher room, sir.
The cipher room? Where's that?
It's where we rehearse the gondoliers.
Oh, that yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm very much a Daily Mail person. Well, I prefer it to a newspaper, really.
In my dreams, I've played snooker with Stephen Hendry, I've sung with Barbara Streisand, and I've been to bed with Annika Rice. In reality, I've played snooker with Barbara Streisand, I've sung with Annika Rice, and I've been to bed with Stephen Hendry. Sometimes life can be even better than a dream.
No, I can't stop, I'm afraid. My wife is being towed away.
Hello. Don't know if you recognise this. This is the ampersand we used in the very first series of A Bit of Fry and Laurie. All those years ago, way back when in, 1980, let me think, 7. If you remember, the words a bit of fry went on this side, and the word Laurie went on this side. Because an ampersand, of course, is a symbol, isn't it? It's a sort of character that can stand for the word and. Now, ampersands, of course, come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? And I think I'm right in saying that Hugh has a whole tabletop there. Is that right, Hugh?
That's absolutely right, Stephen, yes. Now, this one here, for example, we're very excited about. This one's been lent to us from America, where it was used in all 5 series of Cagney and Lacey. This is now permanently housed in the Whitgift Ampersand Museum in Vermont. And now, what about this one here, this slippery fellow? I wonder if you recognise this. Yeah, no? Well, this was used in the 2nd series only, I think I'm right in saying, of a programme called Food and Drink, starring, of course, Chris Kelly, and produced by Peter Bazalgette. But of course, there are lots more, as you can see.
Oh, that's right. Of course, it may surprise you to know that you could well own an ampersand of your very own. If you have a computer or old-fashioned typewriter, you'll find you've probably got an ampersand just above the number 7 on your keyboard. But please, do remember, if you want to print it out, always press the shift button as well.
All right? Until then, goodbye.
Good luck.
Gentlemen, I believe you both know the purpose of this meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Tollaby, but the circumstances of our meeting are well known to us. There is no need of further explanation.
Aye, let us be about the business.
The business! Let us be about it.
Very well, gentlemen.
Let us be in the business of going about the business.
Very well, then.
In hand. Aye, the business in hand.
So be it. Sir David, I understand the choice is yours. Sword or pistol?
Sword
As you wish.
is the only weapon for a gentleman.
Just so. That means, Mr. Van Hoyle, that you have the pistol.
Thank you, sir.
Now, gentlemen, when you are both braced and ready, I shall drop...
No, wait a minute.
Is there something wrong, Sir David?
Well,
Quick, man, the hour grows late.
well, it's just that I sort of assumed, you know, when you said sword or pistol, that we'd both have the same one.
I'm sorry, I'm not with you.
Well, it's just that, I said sword, thinking that would mean we would both have a sword.
See?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
The thing is, I only brought one of each, unfortunately.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it's not to make a fuss.
No, take your points.
No.
I wonder if there's anywhere we could get a sword. Oh, excuse me, you wouldn't happen to have a sword on you, would you?
7:20.
Oh, it's stitched, aren't we?
How would it be if Mr. Van Hoyle were to take the pistol, but promise not to fire it?
You mean use the pistol as if it were a sword?
Exactly.
Suits me.
Hang on.
What, is that?
Look, I mean, he wouldn't cut anything. It's blunt. See? Nothing.
It stings.
Oh, it stings. Oh, it makes sting. Same, is it? As a sword. A crap one, if I may say so.
No, you see, no. What we need is something that we've got 2 of.
I've got 2 brothers. No.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Aha, matches.
What, do you mean set fire to each other?
Well, it's better than nothing. Oh, Oh, no, I've only got one left.
Oh. Piddle. Bear with me. I have one last idea up my sleeve.
Well, a handkerchief?
No, Sir David. 2 handkerchiefs.
Are you proposing that we duel to the death with a pair of handkerchiefs?
I realise it's not ideal, Mr. Van Hoyle, but at least it would be fair.
It will take forever. I have to be in town by 8 o'clock at the latest.
Yeah, we haven't got anything else, though, you see.
Oh, very well. They'd better be clean, that's all.
Scrupulously clean, I assure you. Now, gentlemen, when you are both braced and ready, I shall drop the
Oh, for heaven's sake!
Arthur!
Yeah, people often ask what we keep under our helmets. Well, I'll show you. Right? Yeah? Just nicked it.
EMF are good. So's KLF and OMD. ELO are crap. But the best is KLM. Do you know them? Oh, they're great. Cheap flights daily to Amsterdam.
Yeah, well, you might be interested in this tie that I'm wearing. It was sent to me by some friends in Nottingham. It's called the Triple R tie. And the Triple R is a club for guys who've done 3 complete circuits of the Nottingham Ring Road in the passenger seat of a Vauxhall Carlton. They've got about, more than 200 members. And they have, slideshows and rallies and so on. It's a great club, and I'm very proud to be a member. So thanks, guys.
If I had my druthers, as they say in America, I should love to have met Oscar Wilde. He must have been a fascinating conversationalist, and I should imagine he was very good in bed.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to sing a song for you now, but we can't. As to say, my brother Orrin can't, being as how he suffered a strange musical accident when he was a boy that caused lasting and everlasting damage. So if it's all the same to you, I'll sing the song, and my brother Orrin will just tap along to the strange rhythms in his head. The song is called There Ain't But One Way.
Sing the song,
I'm
Vern.
singing the song, Orrin. Don't tell me to sing the song. I'm singing the song.
Sing the song.
Well, the world is facing problems getting bigger every day. We got a greenhouse over Texas and recession's on the way. We got hunger in the third world, we got anger in the first. Half the world is flooding and the other is dying of thirst. Although people tell you that this planet's dying fast, well, I ain't seen a problem yet. Can't be solved by kicking ass. Kicking ass. Kicking ass. Kicking ass is what we do. Kicking ass. Kicking ass. Iron foot in the velvet shoe. We don't care whose ass we kick if we're ever all alone. We just stand in front of the mirror and try and kick our own. Well, we kicked ass in Grenada and we kicked ass in Iraq. We kicked the ass out of the ozone layer. Now they say we gotta kick it back. We kicked the ass of cancer and we'll kick the ass of AIDS. And as for global warming, we'll just kick ass wearing shades. Kicking ass. Kicking ass. Kicking ass is what we do. Kicking ass. Kicking ass. We don't care whose ass we kick if we're ever all alone. We just stand in front of the mirror and try and kick our own. Well, you can move your ass and haul your ass, and busting ass is fine. And there ain't a better place to put your ass than on the line. But if you're like us, thank you, and you won't take second best, you'll put your kicking boots on and kick like all the rest.
I think animal testing is a terrible idea. They get all nervous and give silly answers.
Yeah, you know, it's a pity you couldn't make it down to that club the other night.
What, Shaggers?
Yeah, that is cracking. I mean, the crumpet there is first rate. I mean, excellent, absolutely excellent.
Yeah, I'd heard the crumpet was pretty top drawer stuff.
It's excellent, it's absolutely excellent.
Yeah, because you what, a gold member there, are you?
What, Shaggers? Platinum.
Oh,
Yeah.
platinum?
Yeah.
Because I just got my membership through for screwers.
Really? Platinum?
No, diamond with strontium edging.
Oh, that's excellent, absolutely excellent. Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm trying to get some petrol out of pump number 4.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't seem to work. Can you... Hold on. Don't I know you two from somewhere?
Don't believe I've had the pleasure, no. Have you had the pleasure, Simon?
Don't believe I've had the pleasure of having the pleasure, Nick, no.
Didn't you used to be estate agents? You did. You were estate agents at, where was it? Wilson and Rutledge.
Well, yeah, we did at one point dabble in the property game, yeah.
Yeah, it is a game, isn't it?
Oh, it's a game, yeah. I mean, stakes are high, not everyone can take it, but it's a game nonetheless, yeah.
And now you're running a petrol station.
Now we're in the petrol game,
Yeah, and it is a game. Yeah.
Well, do you mind moving into the switching on pump number 4 game? Because I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Yes, do you mind me asking you, first of all, how much you're thinking of spending?
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, my colleague is trying to focus in on your idea of a sort of spending bracket.
Look, I just want some petrol out of pump number 4.
Yeah, that'll be the Super Plus.
Yes.
Right. Simon?
Nick?
Details on the Super Plus. Ladies in a bit of a hurry.
Right you be.
My colleague won't keep you waiting.
Details.
Super Plus, here we are. Oh, yes. Yeah, here we go. Super Plus, a fine, well-presented petrol, conveniently situated in a pump, in an increasingly sought-after octane range, ideal for the professional person.
Yes. Well, can I have some, please?
Simon, have we got the keys to pump number 4?
Oh, I'm not so sure about that. There's been a lot of interest in Super Plus.
Oh, great deal of interest. Yeah, we've had several motorists in here this afternoon, as a matter of fact, offering cash deals.
Well, look, I'm offering a cash deal. I want £10 worth of petrol.
Yowza, looks like the lady means business.
Surely doesn't, then some.
So, £10 worth of Super Plus would be what, Simon?
I'm on the case. That'll get you 2 pints.
2 pints.
Yeah, that's what, £40 a gallon, is it, Simon?
Right as you ever been, Nick.
£40 for a gallon of petrol.
For a gallon of Super Plus.
That is a top drawer petrol.
Oh, it's excellent, absolutely excellent.
But
I tell you what, Nick, do you mind?
Carry on ahead.
Lady's obviously keen.
I read the lady is keen myself, Simon.
What's to stop me from ringing the owners and asking if they'd be prepared to take an offer?
what are you talking about?
Very unlikely,
I'm
Simon.
not saying it'll work. I'm saying I'll give it my best shot.
Oh, okay, then. Okay. Right, so, what is yourself do in the evenings, I'm wondering?
Oh, good question there from my colleague. Does yourself ever get down to Shaggers in the King's Parade?
Or screwers in Hawley Street?
No, I'm afraid not.
That's a shame. No, they're cracking clubs. Been excellent, absolutely excellent.
Yeah, hello, Mrs. Mobile. and flaccid here. Listen, got a lady in, seems to be interested in the Super Plus. Wonder whether you'd be prepared, perhaps, to be flexible on the price. All right, she's just going to check with Mr. Mobile.
Presumably you're hoping for a more attractive price?
I was going to go for a more sensible price.
Oh, good move. Yeah, go for a sensible price first, then an attractive price later. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if it was cheaper.
Cheaper? Well, it's been a long time since I heard that one. What's cheaper in new money, Simon?
Beautifully priced.
Beautifully priced. Yeah, well, let's see what old Simon can do.
Hello, yeah, Mrs. Mobile. Right, yeah. Oh, I see, can do, yeah. Mrs. Mobile is anxious to dispose of the property, and she's prepared to let it go for $1.95 a gallon immediate sale.
Fine.
Oh, lady says that's fine. All right, we'll be back to you, Mrs. Mobile.
Right, can we get on with it?
Yeah, let's fast-track this one. What about an arrangement to view...
Why don't we say Friday at 11?
No, actually, Friday at 11's no good for me.
Is it not?
No, I'm showing some first-time drivers around pump number 6.
Well, it's going to have to be the arse end of next week, then.
The arse end's clean for me.
Is it? Is it?
Because of the property slump, 25,000 estate agents who were safely confined in offices have been forced out into the community. It's a dreadful situation, but you can do something to help. £50 will get us an assault rifle or handgun. Even 50 pence will buy enough ammunition to deal with a team like Nick and Simon here. So please, give generously. In the meantime, I'm going to have to decide which of these two to shoot first. Goodbye.
Bye. Jobs. Well, yes, I've had a variety of jobs since I came to London. I started off running a mobile 24-hour discotheque for the St. John's Ambulance Brigade. When they had those big functions, you know, they needed discotheques standing by just in case. We never needed, thank God, but, you know, we were there. And after that, I set up as a freelance nudist. Odds and ends, weddings, opening supermarkets. Did a lot of work for Securicor, funnily enough. And then came the big nudist crash of '87, and I got out and joined a removals firm in Notting Hill. We did a job for a Saudi diplomat called Nigel Havers. You can imagine the sort of stick he got having the same name as Nigel Havers, that's right. But he was a nice enough chap. We moved house for him. He wanted his house moved down to the end of the street. He said it was easy to park there. The funny thing was that we just finished it and put the last slate back on the roof. And there's Austin 1100 and came and parked right in front, so we had to move it all back again. But, happy days, happy days. Then, let me see, I had a couple of months in the white slave trade, on the selling side, I should point out. It was, you know, telephone stuff, mostly mail order work, in fact. It was pretty dull, but that got me my next job, which was as Director of Pharmaceutical Research for ICI. God knows why, because I don't know anything about drugs. But I did do a pretty good interview. But they rumbled me eventually. All I could think of to say was that the pills ought to be oblong instead of round, and after a couple of minutes, you know, they threw me out. But which was fine with me, because I needed a break, and I went and joined this group of travelling loss adjusters. Because in the summer, you see, there aren't many losses that need adjusting, and what they do is they go around the seaside resorts putting on loss adjusting shows for children, which is great fun. Can't we drink a lot, though? Those loss adjusters can stick it away. It's unbelievable. And then after that, I spent a couple of months as Princess Anne's assistant. But I chucked that in because, you know, it's perfectly obvious they were never going to make me Princess Anne, no matter how well I did. So it was a question of who you were rather than how well you did the job, and I hate that. I just can't bear that.
I was very shocked when my son told me that his boyfriend was homosexual.
Oh yeah, I was in the hospital when my youngest was born, having my appendix out.
What do I think of John Major's leadership? I'd welcome it.
Well, first, may I say what a privilege this is for my company, and that I hope that this will be the start of a long and fruitful European cooperation. So, shall we begin?
Mm-hmm.
Now, first of all, Mrs. Carrie Banner Chief.
Tistrada menpot Clooney start, Wescom menchifad billiant bolliant belliant messy Caribana.
My company.
Hip loca belly wimey popular custal fensifier.
Would.
Stista harbar barbulam catrotti Weethelfwisk.
Like.
Marpe fanhola crikabomb Yelly Masterman Insigob Tratter.
To tie up a far-reaching European deal with your company.
K.
But I hope you will agree.
Wop bum 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 bum.
That the price must be fair to both parties.
Linhaki tatila.
Problem?
Well, it's just that there's no such word as price in Strom.
Oh, well, cost?
Not really.
Hinty perpetular?
Fat cock.
But you must have a word for the amount of money that is to be paid for something.
Not really. There's Hifty Bunehate.
Right, and what does that mean?
Well, it means price in the sense of exploding vest.
There's no sense in which price means exploding vest.
Well, it's the closest we get.
Well, all right. The exploding vest must be fair to both parties.
Hefty Bunehate, hippie hap wipe.
Evil whisk. Plenty arse.
That would be perfectly satisfactory.
Right. Well, all that remains is the long-term contracts. Sorry, what's
Yeah, you said long-term contracts.
Yes.
Yes, well, you see, to us, that's very funny, because long-term contracts is what you would call wee-wee.
Is it really?
Yes!
Well, the long-term contract for after-sales service.
What?
After-sales service.
Thud! Nub!
Ow!
Well, I do apologize.
What on earth did she do that for?
Well, I think maybe Mrs. Carrie Bannerchief wasn't so happy you should insult her.
Well, all I said was after-sales service.
So you do speak Strom after all?
No, I know. I mean, well, what does it mean?
Well, it's very hard to define, but I could show you if I had a goat and 4 pairs of marigold washing up gloves, and a very short bellied queue, and a local radio weatherman. But that would only hint at what the word means.
Oh, dear. Oh, well, what now?
You said, oh dear.
Well, what does dear mean?
You really are cruising for a bruising. Dear is a very bad word to say. It means, it means a sort of animal with the wetted noses and the big, soft brown eyes and the antlings. It's the worst thing you can call anybody. So, well, I suggest we have a cooling off period. You go and consult your principals. I'll try and placate Mrs. Carrie Banerjee.
Mrs. Carrie Banerjee?
No, I'm afraid she's inconsolables.
Well, this is more than a little embarrassing. I had hoped by the end of today to tie up all the details.
How dare you?
What now? I mean, what if I... For goodness sake,
Sake? You just... Oh!
Well, that's about it for this week.
That's right. Time the old enemy...
Oh, shut up. So, until we meet again, it's good night from me.
And it's good night from me.
We're going to leave you with tonight's cocktail recipe, a slow snog with a distant relative. This, you'll need 3 measures brandy, 2 of dark rum, 1 of white gin, 1 of yellow, a spoonful of crushed sugar puffs, 2 hard-boiled eggs, and an open-toed sandal, size 9, if you can get it. Please, Mr. Music, will you play?